Relay is super technical. It's like, so this is how you run a data meeting, and this is how you coach teachers in ops feedback meetings, right? And then on the other side is the adult leadership piece of, like, how do you have a difficult conversation with a teacher that has all of these struggles, right? Maybe they're going through something personally, and how do you still give them critical feedback, but in a way that they're going to receive it, right? And so those more adaptive or adult leadership pieces. And then I think thinking about school culture, right? Relay has a very set sort of, this is how you roll a play-by-play, this is how you teach teachers how to do that, based on the Uncommon model, and not every school is Uncommon. And so what School Leader Lab then does is say, let's take it home, let's think about how this would work in your context, right? Our kids are in high school, they do not transition in lines. And so like that was one of the hard pieces of like, well, I don't know how to do a play-by-play when our school is so different from an Uncommon school. And we don't want to be Uncommon, but we want to be E.L. Haynes. So how do we sort of meld? And I think the one-on-one coaching is where that comes in to say like, so you have this foundation, like this is how it could look in terms of structures and things like that. And then your coach is sort of there to like help you figure out how does it look in your context specifically.
School Leader Lab is definitely giving that extra piece, and I would say it's adult leadership. Being able to talk about real things and like feeling safe. At first I was so worried about, I can't talk about my problems at my school because these schools are, competition, and they're gonna be like, "Ooh, y'all got something crazy going on over there," and I was so nervous. But once, people started peeling back their shells and the stuff was exposed, I was like, okay, I'm in good company because none of us are perfect. And all of us are trying to do the same thing, which is educate people's children and do it well and give them the best version of everything that we have. And it made me feel so much more comfortable, so much more open, so much more willing to accept the feedback, right? I was able to sit with cohort members and say, you're right about that. What you're saying about how I'm showing up or what I'm responding or how something that I may have missed or a faction of my community that I may have left out when I made this decision, you are right. You are spot on. And that was so helpful. And I couldn't have done that with my colleagues in my building. It's just different. It's like you have your band of brothers who are there and they're in it with you, just in different trenches.